Good morning, good morning, good morning to everyone. Wow, it's I was just going to do a very quick weather report because it's been raining and it's December and it's supposed to be hot, and we've got a lovely family day at the beach today, so it's going to be an interesting day. I hope your day brings beautiful sunshine and lovely experiences. I'm Ros Bounty Psychic Medium, bringing you the daily Lenormand card spread reading. So let's go over and see what the cards actually have to say for themselves today. Oh my goodness. Hopefully the rain isn't going to drown out the sound for me this morning. Here we go. Oopsie, I haven't lined up the cards. Oops, hold on a sec. Let's get them sorted. There we go. I hadn't moved the table. Now I'm using the Pixie Lenormand deck today. Very interestingly, this is one of those that comes in a tin. You can, well, presuming you can hear that little tap with my letter opener. Here's my gorgeous letter opener that I've got from my dad's bits and pieces. It is the Pixie's Astounding Lenormand deck, and it's Edmund Zabrowski who is the creator of this particular deck. Interesting diagrammatical symbolism in this one, in some sense. Not cartoony quite, but sort of. It's quite simple messaging. So what we have is the three cards in the usual spread that I do. So it's the cross in the home space, it's the key as our main theme for the day, and it's the whip that is in our workspace. And I will be probably just quickly using the guidebook that comes with this. So there is the guidebook. You can see how nice and small this deck of cards is. I love it. So let's zoom into the cards whilst we go and have a quick look at any of the comments. See if we have some comments yet, because, well, it is 8 o'clock on a Saturday. And we do, oh, good morning, well, good evening, Kenneth from Ontario, Canada. Lovely to see you here. Becoming quite a regular. It's so lovely to see you. Thank you. And we've got Shawana, who is here from, yes, in, Facebook somewhere. So hello, everyone from Shawana. Lovely to see you as well. Nice to see new faces. I don't think I've seen yours before, so welcome, welcome, welcome. Now, let us move over to the cards. I read the key first as that central theme of our day today. That's because, well, it's the central theme, so we do need to read it. It is number 33 in the deck, and we do have its a correlation with the regular deck of playing cards. It's actually the Eight of Diamonds. And this is usually, I'm mentioning it because Fiona, who is one of our regulars, she does some numerology on it, just the numbers. She lists the numbers for our day number lately, and the cards as well. So the key, just pointing my little letter opener to the key, number 33. What we've got within this one, I mean, it is being able to open and close. So a key unlocks, locks, whichever way it is for you today, whether you're going to be locking something away or unlocking something. So what we have here in our little guidebook, oh, it's a little more extensive than some of the others actually, but the key words are access, certainty, doors open, important, mastery, necessary, security, solution, success. So from this, I would gather and take this as being a very positive card. Even this one actually has, and I'll show it to you, it does have a card energy indication as positive. So interesting. None of the other decks, well, not that I've seen the guidebooks do that. I haven't seen them actually definitively say positive or negative. You get a feeling for it, don't you? It certainly feels like it's a positive card. In any of the decks I use, it feels like a positive card. So we're going to bring that into action today. What we've got is the both phases of the moon. I know we're coming up for a new moon at some point in the next day or two. I haven't checked what the date is, but this is what we've got here, and it almost seems like this is the sun with the rays pointing down on the key. So all positive things are shining a light on this. Those, well, what do they look like? Are they seeds? Are they, well, who knows? What do you make of those little dots there? And I love the key. I think it's a very old-fashioned-ish type of key. Obviously, it's got the simple key way on it. So it's not going to be a hard one to activate. Okay, that's what I'm feeling from this. Now, let's see what the full meaning is going from what this guidebook is giving us. So I've given you a very brief overflow of, a brief meaning of what I can see in the cards. It definitely is that being able to take hold of that little item, the key, and you have control over it. Okay, so this is the big wish card of the deck that unlocks doors yet keeps secrets. Where the key shows up, look around for it. It indicates that there are important things going on. Also, something might be missing and the key can point the way. On a spiritual level, it can also mean higher or divine forces at work in your life. It also is a card of your own hidden potential, so you may need to meditate on the concepts around it to understand your full ability. Wow, so there you go. It does go into further descriptions for the various aspects of life, but that's not what we're looking at. We are looking at the overall theme, so it is a releasing, it is a something that is important is happening. Well, it is our day, isn't it, to live as we want, to live as we need, how we perceive. And how do we perceive what these little duvas are there, those little items? Is it the seed from a flower or something being set free to grow from Mother Earth? That's my first instinct, is they're seeds of possibility. That's our theme for the day. Right. Now we can move across to the cross. Whoops, I went and shifted that, didn't I? Don't want it too crooked. Wasn't that way to start. Now the cross is number 36, the last card in what is the regular Lenormand deck. This particular deck is only of the 36 cards. There is no extras in this deck. Let me see, what are the other comments? And we've got Kerry Ann here. Good morning. I need healing. I fell over Monday and fractured my wrist. Oh my goodness. Oh, I feel for you, Kerry Ann. I know what a broken wrist is like. I know what it feels like. Mine had to be pinned and plated. Oh, that's a few years ago now, though. But I know the pain. I feel that frustration. Healing vibes to you, Kerry Ann. Instantly healing vibes. Feel that love going to you. Lynette Williams, good morning, Roz. Good morning to you, Lynette. Lovely to see you here. And we have Leanne. And good morning from Leanne. Good morning to you. We have Arcane Elements. Lovely to have you aboard as well. Thank you very much for being here. Bring that intention into your life, and that is what will be. It will be good for you in whatever lessons and pathways and journeys you're going to be taking. And, bring it in as that intention. Don't think of anything negative. Bring in all positives. Hard to do sometimes, but it's definitely doable. Oh, I've got my little twirly, little twirly rainbow wheel that's happening. I'm not sure if I've got things happening that is holding mine up. Oh, the key, unlocking the seeds of possibilities. I saw it as that. Yes, good summary there. It is. It's unlocking those seeds of possibilities. So thank you for that, Lynette. Well done to everyone being here. Why I said that, it is well done. We're here after a wonderful Christmas. I hope each and every one of you had a wonderful Christmas. And each and every morning does open those possibilities to us as we have the key happening. And now in our home space, we've got the cross. And the cross, it is seen as a negative card going by this deck. I don't feel it that way myself. I never do. I feel it as that, what do we believe in? It symbolises belief for me. But anyway, this is saying burden, destiny, end, grief, hardship, because it is the end of the deck, of course. Hardship, karma, pain, religion, religious person, sorrow, suffering, a test or challenge. Oh my goodness. I take it the other way, and being all that opposite, it is that hope, that is trust, that is our beliefs, that are possibilities when we have faith and all of that. So, we can put into any of these symbols what we want, what we feel at our central core. So if you are feeling the negatives from this, shift it around to being a different perception, a different understanding, and question, what are your beliefs? This is in the home space, so it's more about that is to do with our family and home. But you can change things that are, if it's always been something traditional, because you've been brought up with it and because it's been always that way, you can still change it. Okay? Now, the meaning that this has as the full meaning is the cross is a heavy card of grief and suffering. This card denotes long periods of hard work for little payoff. Old regrets come back to haunt you when you might be presented with new challenges and hardships. If the cross is to the right or the left, it will affect the cards in a negative way. It will show if you're ready in the hardship. Now, that's to do with the grand to blow. We don't have the positioning. It is just in that home space. So what I'm taking from this, even from this full meaning, is you may have been experiencing that is grief and deep loss and sorrow and hard work and hardship and all of that. Take this as being the indication for you to change it around. Look towards that is the hope in the cross, in the card that brings us that step of faith that we move into, trusting our own intuition, to really tapping into that we have as our core inner beliefs. Do we really believe in what our parents told us? Do we really believe in what science is showing us? Do we really believe in blah, 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 whatever it is that we've been taught by someone else? What do you feel from your inner core around your own gut instinct of things happening in your life, in how you are understanding things? It could be that you need to open your heart and your mind to new understandings, to new steps of faith in your home, in those around you, trusting others as well. Okay. Yep, that's all I'm needing to say about that one. That's where Spirit's told me that's it. I don't need to say any more. It's that inner trust. Okay. Now, as we move to the whip, as I also go through too, looking at some other comments. Kerry Ann, thank you, Roz. Oh, look, I'll keep sending, as I think of you through the day to day, I'll keep sending those healing vibes for you, Kerry Ann. I do understand the fractured wrist factor, absolutely. And from Sharon, good morning. Good morning all, and hi Roz. I was starting to say it backwards. My mind was looking forward to the writing. So, hi Shaz, good morning to you. Is it raining there? Because it's raining here and grey skies everywhere. So there we go. The whip is card number 11. So this almost seems like a bit of a work card. It's the one that I do feel and sense as being a bit of work, because it's what I remember as a child. You used the whip to hurry the cows up. Didn't use it on sheep for some reason. I think probably because the dogs did the better job with the sheep than what the cows did. So interesting. Different tools and different techniques, isn't it? So what we've got here is in our workspace. Remember, this is the workspace. We've got the birch broom and the whip. So this one comes across with the card energy of being neutral. So there is no positive, negative, it just is, which in actual fact is how all things are. It just is. We perceive and put judgment on what we experience. So with this one, it's the doing. It is the whip and the birch broom. So keywords for this one, very interesting. Finding it a bit of a downer really, but it's abuse, activities, repetition, addiction, sports, chronic pain, arguments, controversy, or do you pronounce it controversy? Interesting. I had a discussion with my partner about a pronunciation of a word last night. Controversy, decisions, a sexual situation, disruptions, discord, heated discussions, passion, physical attraction, stimulation. A lot of keywords there, a lot of the doing type things there, and being, well, that doesn't seem all that positive, but it's a neutral card, remember. Look, I see the whip as being just an action card. Certainly it's been portrayed as that is a self-flagellation type instrument that was used in some of the religious movies, and The Exorcist and something else comes to mind with that. What was it? Dan Brown wrote the book. It was the something code, Da Vinci Code. Certain situations where it is seen as negative, but it's not. The whip is just a tool that, and some of the pirate movies where the crew were whipped, blah, blah, blah. It's a stick with a rope or a strip of leather that when you crack it properly, it makes a wonderful sound. I love the sound of a cracking whip. Talent to get that cracking properly. So that's what it is. It's a sound machine. And it probably hurts if you get hit with it. I dare say it does. So what's the meaning of the whip? And remember, we're looking at this from the workspace place. So the whip is multifaceted and can be one of the most difficult of cards to read. There's a basic idea of stimulation and excitement, either physically or emotionally. Goodness, it is a card of heated passion as well as playing sports. They are typically not related in any way, but they both excite and stimulate the body. Interesting. Is that what the self-flagellation is that's in Da Vinci Code? Oh, interesting indeed. Self-punishment's what I saw in that. But anyway, all open to different interpretations, isn't it? I love the whip because it reminds me of those days in the paddocks and cracking the whip behind the cows. Never touching them, just the sound. And it was just that feeling of motion and doing and getting the cows moving and getting them in and helping them with the help of all the different things and reasons why you use it. Loved it. So anyway, what do you feel when you see a whip? For me in the workplace, it is getting things cleaned up with that birch broom. You know, you're sweeping out, you're doing maintenance, cleaning out, dusting off, getting action happening, and that whip moving forward with what your work is. So I really think that we're going to be unlocking a few different self-truths with what we have with that faith, with the, trust and faith in self in our home space, to moving that into doing in what is your workspace. And it really is opening, using that key. You have the key in your control, opening and closing whatever you want to. It has that sense of being free. It's the choice of using it as and when you need to for that key, as in all steps that we have through our day today. I hope that was something that you can understand as well. And so here we have Joe. Looks like a decluttering day for you. You needed the whip. Absolutely. Yes, it can mean that, can't it? But it's, you can leave it sit there too. You don't have to use it as far as that, cracking the whip. Just self-discipline. Disciplined actions perhaps is what Lynette's suggesting as well. And Joe, also I had a dodgy friend request from you yesterday. Enjoy your day. Thanks, Roz. Yeah, there is a dodgy friend request going out. Do ignore it. Do report and block them. You will notice with my own, when you search for me, I've got 1.2 something thousand, it's not millions, thousand followers. You can tell with the profile if you're trying to verify whether it's legit or not. Most of the dodgy ones will have numbers after their name, or the followers are very low count and no mutual friends, that type of thing. Certainly keep an eye out, report and ban them, block them, whatever it is, as much as you can. As far as I found when I was working through, doing that myself, I couldn't find that particular profile anymore either. So it's just, I don't send out friend requests. If you hear, it for those who are listed as my friends, I go through and do a quick check. I will look at profiles and I'll ask in a message, did you send me a friend request and where did we meet? That's usually the two questions that I will ask before I do a confirm. That's the only way that I do it. It's in response if someone friend requests to me. So I vet it. So do not accept any that are from me. So thanks for letting me know. I have had others let me know as well too. And Joanne Kane, good morning to you. I hope you had a lovely Christmas too. If you make your friends list private, they're more likely to leave you alone. That is true, but it is also when you're trying to connect with people and you want to increase that connection, friends list private. I don't think it allows people to search for you or something. I'm not as in depth with the analysis and all that sort of deep knowing of what Facebook does, because honestly that sort of thing doesn't really interest me. I don't get enough of that happening that it bothers me. I just deal with it one at a time. I like to be open and available for people via the right means. So all good. Thank you so much for letting me know. Now, that is our reading for today. So thank you very much for joining me. And as it's continuing to rain and with the grey skies, I'm hoping it clears up by the time it's lunchtime when we have a family event at the beach. Would you believe that one of the beaches in Adelaide, we're connecting with a family, and I sort of think, oh, well, you know, it's December, it's summer, what more could we expect? It's just the way that weather is and what life is. It's full of unexpected twists and turns sometimes. But when you live in a flow that really does, look, taking the breaths and being in a flow so that there is the flexibility and ability to shift things around in flow with the energies that are moving with whatever we've got happening, whether it is the astrology, astronomy, whatever you like to follow. Trust what you feel within that inner self and move with it as well. Live the best life that you can for you and your understanding and the way that you want to move forward. My ultimate of whatever I feel as that in a realm of belief for myself, it really is unconditional love for all and harm no one. It's not with any particular religion or otherwise. It's just feeling that within me. So I wish you, each and every one of you, all the best for you. And Lynette, have a great day, Rosboundy. Overcast in Sydney, but enjoying relief from the heat of yesterday. It has been up and down, hasn't it? The one thing I really don't like is humidity. And guess what's happening now? I'm pretty sure it's going to be a bit humid later. Anyway, we go with the flow. Thank you, each and every one of you. Have a wonderful day today, and I'll see you tomorrow. Namaste.